Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Jennifer Marie, where I teach you different ways that you can make money online working from home. If you are one of my subscribers, you know that I do freelance jobs on Upwork and am currently top rated on the Upwork platform. So within the last year, Upwork introduced something called a project catalog. In the past, you could only use Upwork to search and apply for jobs manually. However, now you can publish your own projects that clients can then find and purchase from you. It's similar in a way to how Fiverr has gigs that people can find and buy. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you step by step how to research other projects in your niche so you can get an idea of how to create your own project. Then I'll teach you how to build your own project and publish it. So before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Jennifer Marie, for more videos on how to make money online as a work-from-home freelancer. Okay, so here we are on Upwork, and this is my Upwork profile. And if I scroll down, you can see there is my portfolio. And under skills, it says your project catalog. Projects are a new way to earn on Upwork that helps you do more of the work you love to do. Create project offerings that highlight your strengths and attract more clients. So let's click on Manage Projects. And here you can learn a little bit more about projects. If we scroll down, it shows us the 3 steps. Number 1, we create a unique project that showcases your expertise. 2, Upwork will review our project and let us know if we need to make any changes before it's visible to clients. And 3, sell. People can search for your project and you can share it with your social network. So before we click Create a Project, what we can do is do a bit of research. So you can go to upwork.com/services, and here we have the project catalog. So think of something you would like to sell on Upwork, or if you are already using Upwork, type in the service that you sell. So for example, I do voiceovers on Upwork and video editing. So I'm going to type in voiceover and then click the search icon. And here you can see all the different projects that are available. You can see here that they have a nice little image. You can see the price. You can even narrow this down a little bit if you want. So let's say I want to look at females, apply. So essentially, these would be people I would be competing with. So let's click on this one, for example. She has a nice image of herself, American female voiceover. Let's click on that. So here you can get an idea of a title for your project. You can get an idea of what sorts of project details that you would like to include in your project, and also an idea for prices as well. So I recommend you do a bit of research in your niche on the type of project that you want to do before you create your own project. So let's go back to our project catalog and let's click Create a Project. So here we have 6 different steps. The first one is the overview. We have to give a title. Tell the client what you will deliver and how it benefits them. They have some good example titles. You will get an amazing logo designed for your business. You will get 3 hours of social media marketing consultation. So let's put, you will get an upbeat, engaging American female voiceover. You can see you have 75 characters as your maximum. Okay, then we have category. So select a category so it's easy for your clients to find your project. They have suggested some based on our project title. So mine would be video and audio voiceover. You could change this category, or if you don't like one of the ones they suggested, you can click on Browse All Categories. Now we have project attributes. I'm female, so I will click that is the type of voiceover I am doing. Purpose, you can choose up to 3. So for this particular project, I will put e-learning, video narration, and TV. Language, English. Accent, you can choose up to 1. American English accent. And tone, you can choose up to 5. And then you can also put in search tags, which will help clients to find your project. So I'll put in okay, and when you are finished all of that, we can click Save and Continue. This will get us to our pricing. So we can go back to our example. If we scroll down, we can see she has Starter, Standard, and Advanced, which are the titles that we have. If you don't want to have 3 tiers, you could just check that off and just have 1, or you can fill in 3 tiers. You can put in a custom title or just leave it as starter, standard, and advanced. You can also put in a custom description, or you can just remove this. So here you can put in your delivery days. So you can set the amount of days it will take you to deliver the work. You can put in the number of revisions that are included. So here we have different add-ons which are optional. So you can give an extra price for fast delivery, and you can individually choose the price for your starter, standard, and advanced package. You can also click Create Custom Add-on if there's something else that you will do for an additional fee. And then you can put in how many days it will take you to do that. So let's click Save and Continue. Okay, so now it's time to create your project gallery. So you can include project images, up to 20 images, and you can also include a project video and any sample documents that you need. So if you are offering a gig as a YouTube thumbnail designer, you would include images of your portfolio. If you don't have any images or your service doesn't exactly have images or video, you can go to a website like Unsplash or Pixabay and find an image to use. So for example, I'm going to type in microphone, and I could choose an image like this and download it for free. And you could even put here your name, Jennifer Marie, and I will show you in one of my next tutorials how to do that on Canva. So we'll click Browse, we'll locate our image, and then here you can adjust it and then upload. You can add up to 20 images, and then you can click Set as Project Cover for whichever image you want to use as your project cover. Okay, so you can see that here I decided to create my own custom image. I just think this stands out more and looks more professional. If you want to know the dimensions to work with, you can use images with a 4:3 aspect ratio or 1000 by 750 pixels. Okay, so I decided to set this as my project cover. I'm going to go ahead and delete this image here and click Remove It. And I also have an opportunity to upload a video. Now in my case, because I am demonstrating my voice, I want to give a sample of my voice. So I prepared a video and I'm going to drag the video here or click Browse to upload it. So the video has to be MP4 format and less than 90 seconds, although they recommend a video of less than 60 seconds. If you look at the side here, they have gallery guidelines. So it says, avoid any blurry or distorted work, avoid any poorly cropped images, any images with too much text. Do not use the Upwork logo or badge, or your project will not get approved. And don't include any work that is not related to this project. You can also set the video as your project cover as well if you prefer. So here you can upload any sample documents. Let's say you are doing some translation jobs or something like that and you want to give a sample. And then when you're ready, you can click Continue. So now we're on to requirements. You have to define what you need from your client up front. So after a client purchases your project, they will be required to answer questions you define before the contract officially starts. So let's click Add a Requirement. So for example, do you prefer MP3 or WAV format? And then you can provide the answer. So the answer can be either free text, which allows them to type what they want, or multiple choice. You can also make this mandatory for them to fill out. So I'm going to put MP3 and then add another choice, WAV, and then add to add the question. So we can add another requirement. And if you want to do some research on the requirements for other projects, just go to another project. And then at the bottom where it says Steps for Completing Projects, you can click View Requirements. And this will give you an idea of requirements that other people have requested for the same project as yours. Okay, and when you're ready, click Save and Continue. So now we're on project description. So briefly explain what sets you and your project apart from the others. So they have an example of your project summary. I have already prepared my project summary, so I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, so now we have project steps. You have to list the steps involved in delivering your project. So we have step 1, which is client purchases the project and sends requirements. Now we have to submit step 2. So add in a step, so step 1. And you can also add in a second step. And step 1 and 2 are automatically filled in for you. So you just have to fill in any other steps you have for the second part. Okay, and when you're ready, you can click Save and Continue. So now we're on the last part, which is reviewing our project. You can click Preview Project first before we submit it. So let's click Preview Project. So it says this is how your project will look like for the client. You can see I've got Starter, Standard, and Advanced. They can also click Compare Tiers. We have our project details. Now make sure that you proofread this. You can use something like Grammarly. Make sure there are no typos or spelling errors. And you can click Edit Project if you want to make any edits to your project before you publish it. So I can go back here to pricing, for example, and make any edits that I want. And here you can put in how many projects you can handle at one time and still deliver great results. We've got a copyright notice that you need to fill out and the privacy notice. And here you can either save the project for later or click Submit for review. So here it says, before you send your project for review, please ensure your project doesn't contain any watermarked images, personally identifiable information in your description or images, or references to projects on other websites or platforms. So I'm going to click Send to Review. Okay, and it says, congrats, you've successfully submitted your project. We'll let you know when your project has been approved. So right now under projects, this is under review and it is pending approval. If you want to make any edits, you can just click here and click on Preview or Edit or Delete. And you can create multiple projects to have in your project catalog. So right now I'm going to have to wait for that to get approved, but once it is approved, you can scroll down and here's an example of another freelancer's profile and they have their project catalog and they have multiple different projects on the go that people can order. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this helped you understand how the project catalog works, and I will be doing an update video to let you know in the near future how I have done with the project catalog. And I'll let you know if I have received more job offers as a result. So once again, make sure to like this video. You can check out my list of other Upwork videos by clicking in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next tutorial.